Meantime, Southwest among the airline names warning of a slowdown, pulling guidance despite a narrower than expected loss. Let's get to Phil LeBeau, who's got a special guest this morning. Hey, Phil.
Hey, Carl. Bob Jordan,
Bill.
CEO of Southwest.
Hey, thanks for being here.
Well, it's good to be here. Let's talk about the demand environment. You pulled your guidance. Where are you seeing the weakness right now in the market? I know it's on the leisure side, but describe for us what you're seeing.
Yeah, we had a very strong fourth quarter, and January started very strong as well. And then early February, we began to see the economic weakness creep in. And the first quarter, compared to what we thought in January, lost about 3 points of revenue on a comparison basis. The second quarter right now is down about 6 as compared to what we thought in January. So there is definitely a lot of economic weakness, and it's primarily on the consumer side. The business is actually holding up very well. What's good for Southwest Airlines, though, is we have a set of unique initiatives, revenue and cost, that only Southwest Airlines can pull those levers. And that's what we're focused on, is executing our strategic plan.
We'll talk about one of those in just a bit, but quickly explain how quickly you saw demand drop starting in the middle of February. Have you ever seen something like this, aside from COVID?
To lose 3 points in the first quarter post-January and 6 points in the second quarter post-January, that is a very rapid fall off. You know, it's probably the most that I have seen absent COVID or ex-COVID. So the demand is way down. Now, a lot of that is, I think, the consumer reaction to the tariffs, obviously. Some of that could be emotional. Some of that could be front-running the tariffs in terms of spending money in other locations. So it could snap back. We just don't know. But, you know, it's very uncertain out there right now.
You talk about the levers you can pull. One of those is starting to charge for bags next month. End of next month is when that starts. We've heard a lot of people, and I know you hear this on social media, I'm never flying Southwest again. They said they would never charge for bags, and now they are. Have you noticed a drop in bookings?
We have not. So we are obviously monitoring this very closely. We have coming up here in just the next month, we are going to turn on bag fees and flight credits that change in the expiration policy. We'll begin to outfit our aircraft with a new extended extra legroom section. But to answer your question, we have seen no fall off in demand with the announcement of the policy change.
But you have seen a fall off in demand overall. So you don't know if it's the bags or if it's the lack of confidence in the economy.
Well, we have a lot of data, and you can follow the trends very closely day to day. And we announced those policy changes on a day, that is March 11th. And so we've seen no hook down on that day or after that day. So it appears to be no impact to our bookings in terms of those policy changes.
Jim's got a question for you. Jim, go ahead.
Yeah.
Hey, Jim.
Bob, come on in good times and bad times. And by the way, the stocks is up, so I think it isn't like people weren't expecting difficulty. But I want to ask you, I flew Southwest, I guess, last month. I love flying Southwest. It's kind of a kick. I have all the time. And then I started thinking, the people at the counter, who are so great and funny, well, come May 28th, not everybody knows that you're going to start charging for bags. I think there's a lot of people who say, you know what, I fly Southwest, they don't. How are you training your employees so the 40th person that day says, I'm not paying, and you still have them smile?
Well, first, thanks for flying Southwest Airlines, Jim. We really appreciate it. We are spending a lot of time and effort educating our employees and educating our customers. You know, with the policy changes for a lot of our customers, especially those that are very loyal, the new world is actually better than the old world. They'll have even more flexibility. They'll have more that comes along with their preferred status. But no, we're spending a lot of time executing our customers on what changes on the 28th, and then what changes in the third quarter around the new assigned seating and the new extra legroom section. So no, lots and lots of education.
Jim, since Elliott Group took a stake in Southwest, obviously changes in the board, changes in the composition in terms of how you're running the airline, but you're still lagging your competitors, your major competitors, in terms of profitability and profit margin. How quickly can you get back to a point where you can say, okay, now we're on the same level here, and it's no longer a matter of catching up?
I think look at a couple of things. In the first quarter, we had tremendous execution. The operation ran at the top of the industry. We had terrific cost performance. We beat our cost guide, the original guide of 8 points, CASM-X, we beat it, and we came in at 4.6. We implemented Expedia. So the execution has just been terrific at Southwest Airlines, and that's going to continue into the second quarter. We have a portfolio of initiatives that will bring $1.8 billion in incremental EBIT online here in 2025. So I can't predict the exact date, but we have a set of initiatives that are unique to Southwest Airlines that'll drive our shareholder value, drive the financial performance, and we will catch up and we will lead the industry.
I talked with Kelly Ortberg yesterday in Charleston, and they are working on getting the certification on the MAX-7, the smallest version of the MAX. You're expecting that next year, am I correct?
Well, right now we are planning.
Need that for optimization.
It's really a Boeing question. If we're not taking a MAX 7, we are simply taking a MAX 8. So it's not having an impact on the aircraft deliveries overall. It's just,
no, but
just
it is. But you need the MAX 7 to fully optimize your network, correct?
We do, but we have time there. What I'm actually pleased with Boeing. Our plan this year is 38 deliveries from Boeing. It appears that they're tracking into the 50 range, so they're actually ahead of schedule. So I'm pleased with the progress. I'm pleased with Kelly's focus. But yeah, we ultimately need the MAX 7. And I'm encouraged that we have a shot at getting that next year.
Bob?
Phil, thank you so much.
Appreciate the time. Guys, we'll send it back to you from down here in Big Dallas.